In this video, I'll summarize my views on Ocean Cay since I've been there 3 times from 2021 to 2023. Hello everyone, my name is Fatima Mahmood. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my MSC Seascape 2023 video playlist from end of February to beginning of March, featuring the port of calls in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, Georgetown, Cayman Island, Costa Maya, Mexico, Nassau, Bahamas, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, in addition to MSC's Ocean Cay Marine Reserve Private Island, and Miami, Florida. Why am I making more cruising videos when there are already so many professional content creators out there? First, I'd like to thank all the professional YouTubers making cruising content that helps people like me get ready for cruising. The pros are better than me for several reasons. They have better professional equipment, they have more experience speaking on camera, filming, editing, and mixing broad strokes narratives with details. My approach is going to be different. I'm going to focus on details. I'm going to get into the weeds, show documents because I don't have one platform to show documents. My videos might be shorter or longer depending on the content, and they'll be filled with information on first-time cruiser anxieties. Sometimes there will be no narration. I hope you enjoy the difference in my approach. Let's get started with this video. I've made previous Ocean Cay videos, especially review ones where I discuss some pros and cons, so please check that out before watching this video. Here are some of the pros of being at Ocean Cay. It's a newer island, it's a marine reserve, so by being here and by supporting MSC, you are supporting the cleanup and redevelopment of this island. It is beautiful. The water right now in March 2023 is absolutely beautiful color blue. The palm trees are growing and they're planting more, so you'll see them develop. They have excursion activities here. And this is when you're on an even cabin and you're disembarking the ship. The activities and excursions areas are close by compared to other things. Back there somewhere is the helipad. That's where the stargazing happens when you do an overnight. Lighthouse is a benefit, and the beach party happens over there. This is Lighthouse Bay. Lighthouse Show is a benefit. This is one of the better beaches that I like because it has the umbrella set up for you already. Benefit is that some ships on some itineraries overnight here and you can catch a Lighthouse Show, but you can just be on the island. It's very beautiful. I've done some videos of it when it's at night. That's crew housing. As Grounded Life Cruises mentions, there's multiple beaches. So that's North and Bimini. This is Lighthouse Bay. That's South Beach, and that's the Ocean Cay Lagoon. There are multiple beaches, so not everyone's in one place. So you can walk and spread out and do what you want. And the yacht club folks have their own dedicated area with their own restaurant. So, and there's a tram system that goes, but this island is fairly walkable. The one place I haven't made it to is the wedding pavilion back there. It's a beautiful island to walk by. It's a very low-key and very simple island. Another great thing is if you like walking and you like the sun, this is a great island to just walk around in. Take a long morning walk, stroll. It'll be hard to run with lots of the trams and people walking, but if you're a jogger, you might try it and just run around the whole island. But it's very tempting just to lie on the beach in this island. Another benefit of Ocean Cay as a private island, and perhaps the other cruise line private islands, is that there are no hawkers on the beach trying to sell you things. So at that level, it's more peaceful and you're less disturbed. Here are some things about Ocean Cay that can considered to be middle of the ground or a trade-off. So there's not much shade. There's palm trees here, but even when the palm trees grow, if they're not placed close together, they won't provide a lot of shade.
I have another video that I'll show where some of the palm trees come together, like 3 come together in like a trinity a little bit, and that provides enough shade. But so if you are a person and you want really good tan and you want a lot of sun, so long as you're wearing sunscreen, Ocean Cay is a great place because there's a lot of openness and not too much shade. If you're a person who has skin issues with the sun, then the trade-off is that Ocean Cay isn't the best place for you, because even though there are umbrellas and even though the palm trees, there's not enough structural shade for you in different places. In the middle of that section there, sorry the camera's focus, is Seeker's Food Court. So they provide lunch buffet on the island during certain itineraries, not every single itinerary. Trade-off is that it's there and it's included in what you paid for, but then almost everyone goes. So it gets crowded. Your beverages packages, a lot of YouTubers say that they work on the island, which makes me think that for other private islands, for other cruise lines, beverage packages don't work. But your beverage package that you buy is included, otherwise you pay for your drinks a la carte. There are multiple food trucks in different places. So that this is one of the trade-offs. The food court and the food trucks is that they get busy. The food court and the trucks, it varies. I've seen different schedules. I've been on a different itinerary where they've been here till 5, and that's for people staying overnight, the ship staying overnight, versus people like on this itinerary, we're leaving soon in about 6 o'clock-ish. So that those days, the Seeker's Food Court and the trucks close by 3. So it makes only up until 3 o'clock on a day like day do we have food available on the island. Otherwise, you have to go back on the ship. So if you want to maximize your time, you don't want to keep walking in between different areas. You just want to be on the beach and relax.
The trade-off is when the island gets busy, the bars also get very busy, and a lot of people congregate and are in close proximity to each other. So it's about you and if you care about that. One year, I saw that in one of the bars, one of the bartenders, he was swearing a lot in front of the other bartenders as well, within earshot of the cruise passengers. So it's up to you if you mind or don't mind that sort of thing. Additionally, if you on the ship like some of your canned beverages that are non-alcoholic, like soda, some of the same beverages won't be available on the island regardless of whether you have a drink package or not. The only canned drinks are alcohol, and there's no canned soda on the island.
So the food is a trade-off. It's both positive and negative.
The lighthouse is a great positive thing to have on the island. The trade-off is if you do the excursion where you climb to the top, your legs might hurt. And the lighthouse isn't really a great excursion option for low mobility folks. There's no elevators to the best of my knowledge. When thinking about the on-island excursions and add-ons, they're great fun to have. However, I've heard from a travel agent that the price of those excursions and add-ons seems higher for MSC when compared to its competitors. Being on the ship while everyone's at Ocean Cay is wonderful because it allows for you to have lots of opportunities to take pictures and selfies on an almost deserted ship and to explore the ship in quiet.
Like I said in a previous video, it's a low-key island. So here are some excursions like water, skis, over here, the catamaran picks up from there. If you have an overnight stay, you can do things like glow-in-the-dark paddle boarding, you can do stargazing. But other than that, this is a very low-key island. This is really for hanging out on the beach and swimming a little bit. Over here in the Boot Pavilion, they'll give you stuff for little kids to play with on the beach and balls, etc. But this is not an amusement park island. There's no big amusement, so it's super low-key. So it's great for introverts, it's not great for extroverts. The other group, while this is good for little kids, this is not good for tweens and teenagers who actually want something more energizing, more extroverted activity to do. So that's a trade-off.
So this is the first year I saw the clear sign for the Crew Cove. It's their private beach, and I'm so happy they have it. Here's another trade-off, and I think this can really divide people, and it's all about where you land in terms of opinion. During COVID, when they did let the crew off the ship, they definitely let them off the ship during Ocean K. During the day, you might see them around, you might see them in Seeker's food court. At night, when there's an overnight itinerary, they would definitely be at the beach party, enjoying the nightlight show. I even saw instances of crew talking to passengers and socializing. So it's all about where you fit on the spectrum of whether crew and passengers should socialize outside of when they're performing their duties in an official capacity and they're not in their official uniforms.
So here's the thing that can be considered almost like a negative about Ocean K, is that there's not too much to do, and even though there are lots of beaches people spread out, if you want a completely quiet, peaceful beach, you might as well go to a completely private beach, because here everyone's sort of talking. It's hard to, if you're a light sleeper, it's hard to get sleep on the beach or just relax. Everyone's talking, and I'll show you a video where I found a spot that I thought was going to be quiet, had shade. It was over here in Lighthouse Bay, where they don't have the chairs, but they have beanbag chairs. So on other islands like lagoons, they'll have chairs. In other videos I did for my first trip to Ocean K, I talk about some of the hassles with the umbrella, some of the hassles with the floating mat. So watch that video. But here they have umbrellas set up, but no chairs, but beanbag chairs. So I found a good spot. I thought I could rest a little bit, and then there was a speaker. For a long time, I thought the speaker wasn't going to work. And then all of a sudden, while I was resting, closing my eyes, the speaker right near me started blasting music. So that wasn't the most relaxing thing. So as tempting as it is to hang out on the beach and suntan and find a spot and you might want to swim, it's not a very quiet beach. It may look quiet, but it's not quiet when there are lots of people here.
Che sta dicendo? Carnival con accompagnamento di quelle feste che si dicono. Ogni crociera ne sbarcano tipo 50.
As I mentioned in a previous video, if you're doing overnight itineraries or if you're doing like a partial day, towards the end, the last several hours before all aboard, people tend to leave. And so the beach will look pretty quiet then. So busy in the morning, busy in the afternoon, but quiet. Busy in the early afternoon, but better in the late afternoon, if you can manage it. Low-key island for those who like a low-key island, but not for those who want a very activity-oriented island. So there are the various trade-offs, positives and negatives of Ocean K Marine Reserve by MSC Cruises.
Thank you for watching my video. I'd love to hear from you on email at fmahmood@wellesley.edu. You can also find me on LinkedIn at that address. And if you do send me a connection request, please go ahead and send me a note. Before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And please go ahead and watch my next video. Thank you.